In sports, the Wayne County Yellow Jackets continue to prepare for a trip to North Georgia to take on North Oconee High School Friday night, game time 7:30. Our coverage will begin Friday with the Wayne County Coaches Show, and here's a portion in which Coach Shaw talks about this great opportunity for his team.
Just what an unbelievable ride it's been. And I say unbelievable, but those guys in that locker room believed it. And, we've played well at the right moment, and we've played well in critical situations. And I thought the past 2 weeks, y'all have heard me talk about the three things in playoff games that you've got to be able to win is the turnover margin, the penalties, and explosive plays. And for the past 2 weeks, we have played about as clean in those three spots as we've done all year. So, just so proud of our community, proud of our high school, proud of our guys, and just great things are ahead. And anytime you're practicing on Thanksgiving week and playing on Thanksgiving week, special year, and I'm extremely happy for these seniors and this football team.
I'm kind of curious. Did you have anybody scout North Oconee this past Friday night?
I knew a little bit about it. That region that North Oconee plays in. I have a lot of contacts in that Hall County region that they play in. Hall County's Flowery Branch, and I played at Flowery Branch and graduated from there. And I have a lot of coaching contacts, a lot of friends, a lot of coaching colleagues in that area that has seen North Oconee, and also a couple of guys have played against them. So we were able to get the film immediately after the game on Friday, after we solidified the win against Perry. We had it immediately. So I was looking at it on the way back from Perry the other night, and they're a good football team. They're in the quarterfinals for a reason, and they're ranked number 2 for a reason. But we went back to work Sunday morning, and we've put a game plan in place.
Once again, you can catch all of Coach Shaw's comments on the Wayne County Coaches Show. Once again, that airs this Friday at 6:30 p.m. And that will lead into the pregame show at 7 and kickoff at 7:30 from North Oconee High School. A reminder, all tickets must be purchased on GoFan.com. No tickets sold at the gate. GoFan.com has a monopoly. So you have to go to GoFan.com and get your ticket to Friday night's game. Yesterday at JC Stadium, a special presentation as Coach Shaw and the Yellow Jackets were presented with last week's Team of the Week by Georgia High School Football Daily. The plaque was presented to the coaches and the players for their win last week at Perry as Wayne won 14-7. Wayne County is back in the quarterfinals for the first time since 2013, when the Jackets that year advanced to the semifinals. Jackets' running game continues to shine. At Perry, junior running back Matthew Fuller scored 2 touchdowns and rushed for 145 yards in the game. On the season, Fuller has rushed for 1,640 yards and 19 touchdowns. On this week's Coaches Show, head coach Jabo Shaw calls Fuller the best running back he has ever coached and the best linebacker that he's ever coached. Fuller has over 100 tackles on defense this year. Fuller has had one of the 2 interceptions at Perry High School. The Jackets defense has 5 interceptions in the 2 playoff games. And once again, in case you missed this Monday's sportscast, the Wayne County High School Jackets have set state history as the only second team ever to go from a winless season to a 10-win season. Monroe High School accomplished it back in 2012. Once again, only the second team in school history here in the state to have that great of a turnaround from a winless season to a 10-win season. Only 8 teams left, 4 games to be played Friday in Quad A football. Bainbridge hosts Cedartown. Troop is at Holly Innocence, and BC Benedictine is at Stockbridge. The winner of Wayne North Oconee game meets the winner of the Cedartown Bainbridge game. That would be a Final Four game next week. Tickets for Friday's game is $12 and only available at gofan.com. No tickets will be available at the gate. Parking at Friday night's Wayne County and North Oconee game. Fans are encouraged to park at Rocky Branch Elementary School or on the other side of the soccer field. Other teams that are still active in the Elite Eight, both Appling and Pierce counties, will be traveling on the road. Appling will be in AA football at Callaway, and Pierce will be on the road at Fellowship Christian. The other two matchups in AA are Rockmart at Fitzgerald and South Atlanta hosting Thompson. In 5A football, Ware County will be home hosting Calhoun. Coffee will be at Cartersville. And in 7A football, Colquitt host North Gwinnett. These are some of South Georgia's teams advancing to the Elite Eight this coming weekend. Five Wayne County soccer all-star teams have won district championship and will be at the state tournaments on December 2nd and December 3rd. NFL football on Thanksgiving Day, 3 NFL games. First game, the traditional game in Detroit, as the Lions host Buffalo at 12:30. Then the Dallas Cowboys, always home when they host at 4 p.m. They'll take on the New York Giants. And Thursday night, it'll be around 8:20, will be New England at Minnesota. One college game tomorrow, Thursday, the Egg Bowl, Mississippi State at Ole Miss at 7 p.m. Friday, football, Florida will be at FSU at 7:30. North Carolina will play NC State at 3:30. Saturday, Michigan will be at Ohio State at 12 noon. Clemson, South Carolina at 12 noon. Georgia is hosting Georgia Tech at 12 noon. That game will be on our sister station, WLOP 1370 AM The Buzz, Fox Sports Radio. LSU plays at Texas A&M, Tennessee at Vandy, and Notre Dame versus USC at 7:30 p.m. Georgia Southern will host Appalachian State, coming to Statesboro this coming Saturday. Kickoff will be at 6 p.m. A very important game for Georgia Southern as they sit at 5-6 on the season and must get the win for a 6th win to make them bowl eligible. App State is at 6-5 and bowl eligible. Very important game for Georgia Southern Saturday at home versus App State. We'll have that game for you right here on 105.5 FM Saturday with a pregame show, getting you all informed and fired up for kickoff at 6 o'clock. Georgia Southern Eagle football all season long right here on 105.5 FM Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO.
I'm Matt McCoy, GNN Sports. No change in the college football playoff rankings. The top 4 teams remain the same, with Georgia leading the way heading into Saturday's rivalry game with Georgia Tech. Ohio State, Michigan, and TCU round out the top 4. The Buckeyes and Wolverines will play each other Saturday. LSU now number 5 with USC 6. The Falcons are preparing for Sunday's game in Washington. They won't have tight end Kyle Pitts. He's now officially been placed on injured reserve, meaning he'll miss at least 4 games with that MCL injury. It'll be a busy Thanksgiving Day in the NFL. 3 games tomorrow. The Bills visit Detroit to kick it off, followed by the Giants at the Cowboys, and in primetime, the Patriots visit the Vikings. College basketball, Georgia led at the half, but faded down the stretch and lost 87-73 to UAB at the Sunshine Slam tournament in Daytona. The Bulldogs fall to 4-2. Among the action tonight, Georgia Tech meets Marquette at the Fort Myers tip-off. And in the NBA, the Hawks are busy tonight, playing at home against Sacramento. That's sports. I'm Matt McCoy on the Georgia News Network.